Just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Ryan on target to Pitts, first down, Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. To throw is Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. He's got a man, complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action. It's Ryan. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want, and they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Levante David picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Here's Patterson. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And in this first quarter play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
These two teams all tied after one. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff to Fournette. Trucks over him, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And he finds Gronk. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gronkowski, 30 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
gets set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 15 now, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They go play action now. Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Now Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tajay Sharp there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Brady.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Play action. Now it's Brady.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And shutting him off, now open field. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 66.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Ryan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
On 1st down, Ryan. And it's complete right back to Wrigley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's another Falcons 1st down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. And look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with a Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Ryan on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run with Patterson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score out a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
45. Mike, 45.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Succop's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Patterson on the carry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Second and 11.
45. Mike, 45.
Ozzy! Hey, ball 66.
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Foyesade Aluakin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
Patterson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Interesting decision here because I think you've got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the 2nd quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the 4th, you can't come away with nothing.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Throwing now is Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot for Ryan. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime now for Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wideout.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a first throw here in overtime. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's not going to get me. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let me too. 45, 45, 45, Mike. Sugar.
Brady going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, he bowls over it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 106 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Brady now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So he hooked up with a veteran there in an overtime.